not doing anything wrong, but yeah, you know, I can't get mad at a cat for not barking, you know? Woo! So this was number 5. What are you honking at? What in the devil? What is that thing? Like, I mean, it really... Good morning, my friends, or I suppose good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are, what time it is that you're watching this. But anyways, welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome to a new video. In case you are new here, please be so kind. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button as well. Now today I'm actually gonna go meet my parents for breakfast right now. Then we're gonna go for a little drive and we're gonna talk about everything that I hate about this stinking GT3 RS that I bought. It's a beautiful morning. It's like 9:30 in the morning right now. I am headed to go meet my parents for breakfast because I don't know, I can, I guess. So I'm gonna go have a little bit of some breakfast with my parents, shoot the breeze. I'll try to show you guys a little bit of it as well. My mom is really like a private person. She worked for the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles. It's a government job, and they're just very like strict and very like, I guess you could say like secretive. I don't know what the word is. They're very, not paranoid, but my mom is very by the book. That's just the best definition to put on my mom. I remember when I bought my GTR, I bought it from a private party. And so I got the pink slip from the guy, and you know, he signed it over with the date and everything. And my mom was like, well, have you transferred it into your name yet? And it's like 3 days after I bought the car, and I'm like, well, Mom, don't report me. But I think I have like a week or two to still register it in my name. But so that's like a little joke that we say about my mom. It's like, well, don't report me. I'm not doing anything wrong. But she's that by the book. So she doesn't really like me to like show her on my videos or anything, just because I don't know, and out of respect for her and my family, you know, I don't really do that. I try not to show my family and friends on video unless they are a person that's already on video. Like, let's say I'm hanging out with someone that's a YouTuber. Then I don't mind posting about him or her because of the fact that they're already public. I don't like to make decisions for other people. So I made the decision to put my life in a more of a public light, making videos like this, being on Instagram. My mom didn't decide that. She didn't decide that for herself. She's not out here making videos on Instagram, you know, making videos on YouTube. So out of respect, I don't want to make the decision for her to make her life public. And I just don't want my mom to be out supermarket shopping or, you know, doing whatever she does. And somebody, whether it's good or bad, she's a very private person. That's the thing. So somebody would be saying good things to her. Hey, you know, your son is this, I follow him, this, but she might get like all like tense about it because she's like, oh, I'm not used to this, I don't know this. Why does this person know me? How does he know my son? Blah, 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 blah. What does he know about me? And again, it's because of her job that she had. Her job was very, well, she had different things that she did at that job. One of them was she was the, you know, back in the day, she was the person that would give you your driving test. So she wouldn't want anyone asking her favors, wouldn't want anyone saying, hey, like, you know, do you think I could come take the test with you? When my brother got his driving test, she made him go to another city because she didn't want anybody that knew him, none of her friends, to go easy on him or anything like that. She wasn't giving driving tests anymore. She had moved up within the DMV when I got my driving test, so that wasn't, you know, something she had to do for me, but it's something she would have done either way. So that's my mom. Just out of respect for her, I'm probably not gonna, you know, like show the people, but I'll, you know, we'll see what we can show you guys. I'll see if I can get my dad to be in it. My dad's always like, yeah, I don't, put me on TV if you want. Yeah, he's very outgoing, very comical. Not that my mom's not outgoing, she's very outgoing as well, very friendly, very, you know, personable as well. It's just, she's very private. So for future reference, if you guys ever wonder why you never see like whoever's with me or why I never show like my family or anything, it's because I don't want to make that decision for them to put them in a public light. I want to let them enjoy the life that they want to enjoy, whether that's privacy, publicity, I don't know. Charlie, I just realized I never asked your permission to put your life public. Do I have your permission? Yeah, all right. So I just pulled up to this little restaurant. I'm gonna meet my parents for breakfast. It's a blessing that on, you know, a weekday morning I can meet my parents for breakfast, you know? Because most people usually have to be working. They gotta be at work right now, doing what they do. And I'd be doing the same thing too if I never made a change, you know? If I just went to school, got my degree, and which is, you know, what the route that I was supposed to. I mean, I got the degree, you know, I went to school, but if I wasn't doing anything else while I was in school, then I'd have to have gotten a job when I finished school. And I wouldn't be able to be meeting them for breakfast. Like, that's a blessing. You see what I'm saying, guys? I don't like to talk about, yeah, I make this much money, I have this much money, but I like to tell people, look what I can do. You know, I can meet my parents for breakfast. It's a blessing on a weekday. Really, whenever I want. And that's why I always tell people, you gotta buy time. Don't chase money, chase your freedom. Chase your time. Because there's gonna come a time where, there's gonna come a day where I'm gonna wish that I could spend $1 million just to have breakfast with my parents again, you know? And I understand that. So I wanna enjoy as much time with them as I can, while I can. You gotta think about your time. So I'm back from breakfast now. We had a great time. I don't think I was really able to catch any like footage or record anything. You kind of forget, you know, you're talking and having a great time, you're eating, you forget to record. That's like the last thing that's on my mind. So I don't think I really got any clips. But anyways, we had breakfast. We had a great time. Now I'm about to go take Charlie for a walk real quick, make sure everything's good with him. Then we're going to go for a little drive and talk about everything that I hate about this GT3 RS. Alright, so now let's talk about the things that I hate about this GT3 RS that I have. Man, I feel so guilty saying that because I'm like, honestly, like so thankful to have this car. I'm so like appreciative to have it. But you know what they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans. So when on YouTube, do as the YouTubians, or the YouTubers, I suppose. So, first thing that I hate about this car, and I do have to say this is actually something that I do hate, is the door handles. The door handles are straps. I mean, like, I understand they did it to save weight, but I just feel like it looks so tacky. When you're spending $200,000 on a car, you don't want your door handles to be straps. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, like, I don't mind the function of it. It's just, it just looks really tacky. I figure they could have put, like, a plastic handle, a carbon fiber handle. It would have been the same. I mean, how much weight are you really saving? Like, how much of a difference does that make, you know? I don't know. Second thing that I hate about this car is kind of similar to the straps. The emblem on the front, the Porsche sign, the Porsche emblem, it's also a weight saving thing. I just don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand how much weight they're saving or what they're gonna get out of saving like that much, but it's a sticker. There's no emblem, there's no metal actual like raised emblem on the front. You go up to the front of the car, it's a sticker. You can literally like feel it with your finger like about to peel off and all that. I mean, you can't really tell unless you're like looking at it, but like, come on guys, you could have put an emblem there. I don't like that. That's another thing I hate about the car. I just can't stand it. But, you know, it's a race car, so they gotta save the weight. Every ounce matters, I suppose. You guys are probably gonna notice me roaming around the same area a lot. I don't really have anywhere to go, so when I wanna make my videos, I'm kinda just like, all right, let me just drive around town. So I tend to just drive around the areas that, you know, I'm familiar with right here, so probably gonna notice some of the same tunnels and all that as my other videos, but it's okay, it's okay. Now the third thing I hate about the car, I really hate the fact that it's so slow, especially compared to other cars within the price range. It has about 525 horsepower, I believe, maybe 520. I'm not that technical about this stuff, guys. I just drive the cars, I enjoy them, I have fun with them, but it's really not that fast. My GTR off the line, obviously the GTR is known for being fast off the line, but I mean, it feels the same in terms of power as my GTR and my little Gallardo that I have. You know, I don't know, it's just, it's not that fast, but at the same time, it's not made to go fast in a straight line. That wasn't their intention. That wasn't their end goal when they made this car. Their end goal when they made this car was for it to be able to go fast around the track. We have a tunnel here, so I'm gonna put the windows down. They made this car, I gotta put the windows up. So they made this car to go fast around turns, not in a straight line. So I can't be mad at it for not being that fast in a straight line. It wasn't made like that. You know, I can't get mad at a cat for not barking, you know? I can't expect a cat to bark. So, same thing, I can't expect this car to be, you know, fast in a straight line, because that's not what it was made for. It was made to be fast on turns. But that is also another thing that I'm not very fond of the car, is how slow it is, for, you know, lack of a better word. Just say hi to people. See, I don't know who that guy was. I just say hi to him. Say hi to people. You know, it brightens their day. It brightens your day. It doesn't matter who they are. You know, they could be a city worker. They could be a doctor. They could be a janitor. They could be the trash man. It doesn't matter, guys. We treat people equally, you know. Everybody's a human at the end of the day. Everybody has a heart. Everybody has feelings, you know. just be considerate of others. I guess if I wanted a car that was, you know, fast in a straight line, I should have gotten the GT3 RS, but that's like double the price of this car. You know, I'm trying to work my way up. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Well, the gas light's on again. We're gonna go put gas. I wonder if I'll ever make a video where I don't need to get gas in that video. Or where the gas light doesn't come on. What in the devil? What is that thing? I always get mad when I see real estate developments going on because I'm like, I'm missing it. They're doing it without me. Because I've always wanted to do that kind of stuff. You know, I always wanted to build apartment complexes and houses and develop things, and I feel like I'm missing out. And at this point, I feel like I'm a little too late. I'm gonna have to wait for the next round of, you know, money rotation, if you will. We'll talk about that stuff later. So the fourth thing that I hate, I really don't like the seats on this car. Not talking about like the design, I don't mind the green or anything like that, but they're bucket seats that are really hard to get in and out of. I mean, it's a struggle getting in and out of this car, guys. You almost can't get out of the car if you have things in your hands. So from a normal seat position, like it's like really hard to get out of because like you like dangle like right around here, so it's like, you know, my feet are dangling. It's like I can't really get out. You're gonna have to like use your hand to like help yourself some way. So imagine if you have two things in your hand, it's like, well, I need this hand to push, but I have things in it, so how am I gonna, you know, ow, I just hit my head. Gonna, you know, ow, I just hit my head. How am I gonna, you know, ow, I just hit my head. Oh man, you see the struggle I'm just saying? And then you gotta like, yeah. Getting in isn't that hard. It's, you know, you can kind of like slide in a little bit, make sure you don't hit your head. I think there's an option that you can get on the car where it doesn't have the bucket seats and it has more comfortable seats. Obviously I didn't build the car, so I didn't get to do that. But my Lambo, for example, it has buckets, you know, it has bucket style seats, but they're normal. They're easy to get in and out of. Oh, and that's another thing, is that this car has a lot of unusable storage space. All this space back here can be used for like things, luggage, backpacks, whatever, groceries. But because of the way the seats are, you can't. The seats don't go forward. You know how like, you know, you can lift the seat up if someone wants to get in like your back seat, your seat can kind of like lean forward. This, it doesn't do that. So the only way to get something back here is if I can fit it between this, or I slide the seat all the way forward and it gives me like a little bit of an outing right there. But I like, I have all that space I can't use. There's like literally a little sliver of space. I can put the seat all the way forward for you guys. And this is with the seat all the way forward. It gives you a little bit of space. I'm not sure, can I get back there? I'm pretty small. Skinny like a breadstick. Hold on. And then, 1 second. Oh, I made it, guys. Wow. All right, pretty roomy back here. What's up? This isn't even a back seat. Watch me not be able to get out. Oh my goodness. Guys, there's like a whole seat back here. So I might have to take that back. I fit myself back here. But it's a, you know, hard task. Let me see if how am I gonna get out? I don't know if that's like an actual thing of its own that I hate, or if we'll make that 4.5. We'll see. Maybe I'm not even gonna keep count of things anymore. Maybe I'm just gonna like say, instead of like 5 or 6 things that I hate about this GT3 RS, maybe I'll just title it Everything I Hate About This GT3 RS. Okay, so we put gas, we're back in action now. So now let's talk about the next thing that I hate about this car. God, I just hate saying, I hate that word hate. I strongly dislike saying that word hate and this car in the same phrase. So anyways, this is the next thing that I hate about this car, the 5th thing that I hate about this car, I think we'll say, is the paddle location. Honestly, guys, I cannot stand the paddle location on this car. Again, I understand why they did it, but I can't stand it. I'm assuming that because this car was made for the track, that you're gonna be turning and murning, and let me turn to actually show you guys real quick. We're gonna make a turn. My luck, there's no turns coming up anywhere near. Oh, it's a cop. You gotta act natural. Blend in. I get scared of cops. I'm not even doing anything wrong. All right, so we're turning. Guys, you see the paddles are turning. This is my downshift paddle. What? My downshift paddle was on my right side. You see what I'm trying to say? When you turn, because the paddles are attached to the steering wheel. I mean, it gets my mind all bent out of shape because, like, for example, right here, I'll be trying to turn, you know, while changing. See, I want to go to second gear, but I'm all bent. Like, my mind is like, dude, what paddle do I use? Because I'm used to all my other cars having the paddles like attached to the steering column, I guess if you'll call it. The paddles on the other cars, they don't move when you turn the steering wheel. On my GTR, when I turn the steering wheel, the paddles stay stationary. They're right there. So at all times, whenever I want to change gears up, I hit with my right hand, I hit on the right side. That's what I know. When I want to downshift, I know I hit this side. But when I'm in this car and I'm turning like this and I want to like downshift, my brain tells me that like, see, I get it, because like you're on a racetrack, you're turning, you're not moving your hands, blah, blah, blah. You want to use the same hand movement. But like my brain tells me, if you want to downshift, use this side, whether my hands are here or not. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? So like, I'll want to downshift, then I hit this, but this is the upshift paddle. And it just, I make a big mess with it. I really don't like the location of the paddles that this car has. And then not only does it mess me up on this car now, then it messes me up on my other cars. Because I'm driving the GTR the other day and I'm turning, and now I'm trying to adjust for that. I'm trying to make up for that difference because now I'm used to this car, but then I'm doing it in that car, which the paddles don't turn in that car. So I'm over there making a turn and I'm like, okay, cool, I gotta downshift, but my wheels, no way, and then I end up, it made a huge mess, guys. So I just really do not like the location of the paddles on this car. I wish I could change it myself, to be honest, but such is life, such is life. The way I make up for it now is I usually like drive with one hand anyways. I'm not really the 10 and 2 type of guy. It's causing a ruckus. I'm not really the 10 and 2 type of guy. Maybe it's because I was always just used to driving stick shift cars. I always had my hand here. So the way I make up for it is that I use this for upshifting, because you pull this down, it shifts you up. And I keep my hand here on the left side for downshifting, and that's just how I always remember it. So that was the 5th thing I didn't like about this car, or the 5th and a half, since the whole luggage space in the back and the seats are kind of their own thing. We'll just call it the 5th thing. We'll call the luggage space and the seats number 4. So this was number 5. Who are you honking at? Oh. Thought they were honking at me. So now the 6th thing that I hate about this car. I don't know if I can actually call this a thing, because it was something I hated about the car. But then I found a way around it. I found the remedy, if you will. But now I hate that I found the remedy, because now I always do this thing. So let me stop real quick and I'll show you guys what I hate about this car. I'll explain it, actually. I hate the fact that this car has a rev limiter on it. I put the car in neutral and I try to rev it. You know, I like to motivate the kids sometimes. So whenever I see a nice kid out that's like, you know, like, oh, like all glued to the car or anything, or even if they tell me to rev it a little, I like to do that, because when I was a kid, if somebody did that to me, oh my God, that was the whole highlight of my day. Oh man, that Lamborghini, did you hear that? Dad did that Lamborghini. That's how I was when I was a kid. So, you know, I like to motivate the youth. So they would tell me, rev it. Or maybe I just wanted to rev it for myself, but I couldn't because it has a rev limiter on it. Allow me to demonstrate. I put the car in neutral, right? It stops at the 4, that's it. But I found a way around it. I don't like the blinking sound. If you hold both of the paddles down at the same time, it engages the clutch, which lets you rev it as high as you want. That would have been number 6 thing that I hate about this car, is that it has a rev limiter on it. But I found the remedy. So I no longer hate the fact that it has the rev limiter on it. But what I do hate is the fact that I found out about that issue, because now I'm always just wilding out with this thing, you know? Watch. Like, I'm just driving and I'm like, hey, let me just, you know, tell them something real quick. And obviously that puts wear and tear on the clutch. So, I mean, I don't like that I found the remedy, because now I'm playing with the car too much. Like, let me just, you know. But you know what? We bought these cars to enjoy them. So, I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to count that as a thing that I hate or not. And just as a little bonus, the last thing that I hate about this car is I really hate how fun it is, because I mean, I'm just really wilding out with it at all times, which isn't a good thing, but at the same time, that's what we get these cars for, is to enjoy them, to have fun with them. So that's everything that I hate about this GT3 RS. I really honestly don't hate anything about the car. I really don't mind all of these things. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate that you took your time to sit here and watch me rant for a little while. If you guys could please be so kind, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, make sure you follow me on all the social medias. My name is WhosBijanT, WhosBijanT, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.